Yeah. Good evening, everyone. This is the third part of our videos for how to give inspirations for teachers. First of all, let's take the first letter to Samuel from the Bible. He had great success in everything he did because the Lord was with him. As a teachers, as a teacher or teachers experience some frustrations, but please put in mind that the Lord was also experiencing our teaching profession before he left the disciples. Now, how to internalize this message? A simple act of caring creates an endless ripple that comes back to you. So if you care your children, when they grow up and they see you around, they will always respect you. Like I saw my student along the way with car, what he did, he buzzed me. In other words, there is always a respect. The generous prosper and are satisfied. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Correct. So let's continue on this inspiration messages for teachers because this is also good for those who are dreaming for becoming teachers. No circumstance, person, or difficulty can stop the plans and promises of God. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from the harm so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. So, if God knows that that request is for you, he will grant it that. As teachers, we have the ability to rebuild the word for our students. We are on the authority to reform them. By our sincere efforts, we can make their word more rewarding, more gratifying, and perhaps even more significant. If a doctor commits mistakes, the patient will go to cemetery or 6 feet below the ground. If a lawyer commits a mistake, the suspect will be jailed. But if a teacher commits a mistake, the mistake will go on generation to generation. There is no limit if the teacher commits mistakes because that is life process. Be on guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong, and do everything with love. We always be discreet. Teaching is the only profession that creates other professions. I repeat, teaching is the only profession that creates other professions. Therefore, my dear fellow teachers around the world in the Philippines, we should not celebrate only the World Teachers Day every September, October. September in the Philippines, October around the world. but we will always make sure the celebration is every day Word Teachers Day. Make Word Teachers Day a part of your life, a part of rewarding for yourself. Therefore, let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Don't let the mistakes and disappointments of the past control and direct your future. Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. And we urge you, brothers, warn those who are idle, encourage the timid, help the weak, be patient with everyone. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Work hard so you can present yourself to God and receive His approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth. You will always be the truth mover, not the false worker. We should walk the truth. If God had wanted us to talk more than listening, He would He would have given us two mouths rather than two ears. If God had wanted us to talk more than listening, He would have given us two mouths rather than two ears. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. If you look at the word, you'll be distressed. If you look within, you will be depressed. If you look at God, you will be the rest. I repeat, if you look at the word, you'll be distressed. If you look within, you will be depressed. If you look at God, you will be at rest. I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I have overcome the world. Jesus also experienced different kinds of trials before he broke through the cross, before they nailed him to the cross. Every day is a gift from God. Learn to focus on the giver and enjoy the gift. The unfailing love of the Lord never ends. By His mercies, we have been kept from complete destruction. Great is His faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each day. Life is too short, too precious, too painful to waste on unworthy bubble that bursts. You saved me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day and pass. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God? They are immutable. To the world, you may be just a teacher, but to your students, you are a hero. His divine power has given us everything we need for life and godly through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. For we have regard for what is honorable, not only in the sight of the Lord, but also in the sight of men. Integrity is not what you appear to be when all eyes on you. It is who you are when no one is looking. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. So don't get tired of doing what is good. Don't get discouraged and give up, for we will reap a harvest of blessing at the appropriate time. Because God puts everything in order so that this order has everything until the end of life. Because Jesus is always within us. Thank you very much for listening. This is the inspiration for teachers, and you are the lay foundation of the future